Do you feel the people around you these days? They are here, but they're not here. So this is what I'm going to share with you guys today. People are present, but their conscious is elsewhere. This has been happening, I believe, since COVID 2020, especially the post-pandemic. So obvious now. And during COVID lockdown, our desire is to have human contact, to see our friends, our families, and chit-chatting with our coworkers and whatnot. But somehow, after the pandemic, seems like we went back to normal, but actually we're not. So many people that I encounter, including my friends and my family, they are physically here, but their conscious is elsewhere. And I'm sure many people can relate to this. My last episode, I did about timeline crossover, and then I also did an NPC, non-player character. If you haven't watched any of these episodes, I'll put the link in the description. So people are feeling off. People are just seeing it's different. Okay. Many strangers that I encounter is half and half because the places I go, the majority of people here in the Southern California, seems to be very angry, very stressful, and people are rushing, especially on the street. Every time a light turns green, just a split second, they want to go already. And seems like people that, let's say, if you gather with friends, seems like people are just on their phones, right? Their conscious is on their phone, even though they are here. And back in the 90s or even earlier 80s, this will be considered rude, but seems like it's norm these days. So that's the issue, because our timeline is crossing over right now, and our conscious, the true reality, what does this mean? What do we see here? We see people's conscious is on the machine, on the device. They don't even experience the reality, okay? They're not even experiencing the nature anymore. They're just on the device. And this will actually lead to the one possibility. The machine, the AI, the robot will lead to government, and this is not what we want. And many people are still asleep, NPC, right? Their conscious is somewhere else. But then when the time they are starting realize and will start awakening, then it might be too late already. So what's the point here? My point is we have to really bring our conscious back to the present moment. I understand we have bills to pay, we have jobs, we have responsibility to fulfill in our family. I understand that, but the issue here is we are not consciously aware of what are we creating here, because we are creating our reality here. And the Matrix program wants us to fear, wants to distract us, wants us to not pay attention to what's true, what's real, what's going on. This is why we just had a protest this past weekend for no kings, right? But at the same time, how come there's no protest for, let's say, the pedophiles, right? The people who's on Jeffrey Epstein's file, like Bill Gates, right? How come nobody protests that? How come nobody boycott Microsoft or Windows? Isn't that strange? The comment that I receive on my NPC episode videos, this person mentioned that, asking like, when was the last time you see a pregnant woman? And the person lives in New York City, and I believe the person said the last what they saw was, I think, 2024, 2023 or something. That actually made me thought about, when did I see one? I haven't seen one either for a very long time. And then we're talking about depopulation. And so where's all the kids? Who's making the kids that we saw these days? Strange, right? So raise your awareness, expanding your consciousness, and really redirect your focus, your attention, and not have your conscious elsewhere on the device, on the machine, because we're gonna generate and create an unwanted reality that we really have to live through. And by the time we realize, there's no turning back. We have to escape this matrix and ascend to the 5D. Okay? So the purpose of making these videos is to trigger your conscious and able to let you see the truth, and to at least see what else is out there, because so many people are into the programming and they are defending the system unconsciously. Even sometimes when I try to share my experience, share my information, knowledge that I receive, and somehow I become the villain. I become the crazy one, which I do understand. I expecting that to happen. Otherwise, this reality that we collected, created, will be different. Meta, Mark Zuckerberg, and YouTube just got sued about we are addicting to social media. The algorithm is violating our privacies. See? So we are in this path already. And if we don't really wake up, it's already here, okay? AI is already here. Robotic is already here. We just had a robot that had a conference in the White House about a week ago. This sounds like so sci-fi, right? If I tell you about this, let's say just 5 years ago, you guys might think I am really out of it, right? Out there. But hey, it's happening. It's a test run, but since I don't see anybody has any major reaction to this, or saying why we're doing this, asking questions, or say no to this, and just continue to live on, continue protesting something that it doesn't really matter, right? It's just all distractions. And no matter like what number they will report about, tens or 100,000s of people protesting about the No Kings, it's all made up, okay? It doesn't matter. Okay, what matters is, where is your conscious? Is it here or somewhere else? If your conscious is not here, no matter what happened, you're handing your creation, your reality, to the matrix, to somebody else. And then when it's manifest, then we cry about it, we become a victim about it. It's a loop, so we really have to get out of this loop. That being said, I am creating a community on School. The link is in the show notes. It's in the YouTube description. I will really want to see everybody there, okay? Because this is the community that I want to build without device. All right, we just share everybody's experience and tell our stories and create this collected conscious community so that we can shift to the 5D with love, joy, blessing, abundance, happiness. Okay? So, interesting, last weekend I also went to a WonderCon in Anaheim, California. I wasn't there for the comic. I wasn't there for that. I was there actually for the Red Cross volunteering. What I see is everyone is really enjoying their time there. They are really enjoying the experience, even though they dress up as a character. Okay? And of course, people are taking pictures, videos, whatnot, but I would say 90% of people are interact with people. They are showing off, displaying, experiencing what they create and wear the costume they wear. It's very interesting. And I honestly I haven't seen something like this for a long time that really people are not have their device on their hands. All right. I do miss that reality. I grew up from the 90s. No phones, no videos, no camera. And we can really engage with the people that we are with in the moment. We can really enjoy and experience the moment and not have our conscious dedicate to a device, to a screen. Okay? So, thank you for watching this video on your device, but the context matters, or the message matters here. Limited your screen time, okay? I'm not telling you not to use it zero, but limited your screen time. Be conscious of what you're doing. Okay, what are you creating? And especially, quote unquote, the new generation. I don't know. It's very strange. No, we haven't seen any pregnant woman for a long time, but the kid's still around. So we still have kids. We still have children. All right. So it's a crazy war out there, and timeline is still crossed. NPCs are running around. So please stay safe out there, and always peace within. I'll see you guys in the next one.